Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the HPP Podcast with your hosts, Jacob Burgett, Evan Bradley, and Spencer Thomas. In today's episode, we'll be tackling the heartbreaking moments from each of our favorite teams, along with reactions to the already preseason NFL games that have happened. And the 2024 Paris Olympics have come to a close, and we recap our favorite moments from the games. Stay tuned for this and much more on the HPP Podcast.
There you go.
They're nice.
Hey, you stole it. That's not fair. No, that was first try, though.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I'm getting better.
You better?
That's
Yeah.
right. It wasn't as country this time.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell y'all what.
You showed their North Carolina state football talk right there.
Man, it's all about that pack ball, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Welcome back, everybody. It's another Saturday.
It's Saturday.
It's another Saturday, another episode.
Here we go.
Got to do the dang thing.
USA's kicking butt.
USA.
USA.
USA. USA. USA.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Chef
did we-
Curry is him.
Started the
Did we
day.
expect us? I mean, did we really think that we weren't gonna kick
No,
everybody's
but
butt
I mean,
and
I expected
medals,
it to be
though?
medals, no.
I expected it. I did.
I mean, well, no. I mean, like, if that's not a surprise.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought okay. But gold medals.
Women's soccer got back on top
Yep.
first
That's
since 2012.
If only the men can actually do it.
Yeah.
That's why I have an Alex Morgan jersey and not what's his face.
Oh, don't hate on Christian Pulisic
Yeah,
like that.
you know who I was talking about.
I did.
I mean, he did play really well in the. I mean, he didn't even play in the Olympics, but he played well in the World Cup a couple years ago.
He did.
That's true. I don't know. It was the Morocco game. U.S. and Morocco was just not even fun to watch.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the guy outplayed.
Yeah.
Straight simple. It was pretty simple. But I mean,
It was rough.
you never know.
Yeah, me and Spencer were talking. I think we both sat on the couch for the last like 6 to 7 hours just watching it because it went from the women's game to track and field, which
yeah,
was,
yep.
there was like 8 finals in
Mhm.
that. We got a
Awesome.
bunch of medals in that.
Yep, true.
The women, what was it, 4x100,
4x400.
4x400, destroyed everybody. Like they won
They
by
were
like
in
what?
one frame.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like I forget the
It was
anchor, but she
four.
was
It was 4-second difference.
Sheesh.
at least.
No, it was. I looked it up
That was it?
afterwards. It was 4 seconds.
Wow.
But yeah, she was.
They were-
She finished, and there was like a group of people back. Like,
Two tenths of a second off from a world record.
Yeah, it was a U.S. record. I
Mhm.
think.
Man,
But-
our track and field, I don't think anybody can even top.
The men's
and
won the
swimming.
same event too.
And swimming.
Yeah.
Both, honestly. But yeah, happy
Freestyle.
happy to see the women win U.S.
Oh,
soccer.
shoot.
Whoa. That was
Oh.
great form. Great form.
What stroke was that?
That was
There you go.
freestyle.
Freestyle. Huh?
I
Dude,
can't-
the breaststroke is hard.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
I
I
have.
took swim lessons when I was like 8. I
Dude,
was
that
so
stroke is
bad.
hard.
My favorite
you-
one to do is the butterfly, just because I jump in the pool and I do it, and everyone looks at me and is like slightly intimidated, and they're like, "What is this guy doing?" Because like, whoosh.
Yeah, it's like you bring a lot of water up too. Like you really do. Like,
Yeah,
but the breaststroke is crazy. Like, have you seen the video of
They
there's
look-
like an Olympic medalist versus like regular people, and like they let them go all the way down.
I saw that.
I
let him
freaking
go all
doggy
the way
paddle
down,
now.
and
I'm
he
24
caught
years
up.
old and I can't do it. I used to be able to take those lessons and do those different styles, but 24 and all I know how to do is doggy paddle.
I
That's
still,
different.
I
I
low
can tread,
key.
I can tread
I
water.
think you could freestyle probably. Or
Freestyle's the
If I
easiest one.
tried, I probably could.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm just in the pool, yeah, I'm just trying to tread water.
If you see like Katie Ledecky do freestyle, like she's barely kicking.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
Like she
all
does like
arms.
1 foot, and then 2 at a time, and then like you don't see it much. It's weird. But I
It's a
mean,
turbo boost.
yeah, right.
Got the boost, boys.
I just feel like I don't have the coordinate. Well, I feel like maybe I do.
You
but
play
I-
hockey. You have the
Yeah,
coordination.
that's true. But the coordination of like flipping and spinning and knowing where I'm
Oh,
at
yeah,
in
did
the
not-
water
That
is what
always scared me. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. 'Cause I'm gonna break my ankle on the concrete.
What, the turn?
Yeah.
The turn
yeah,
was always
it's
fun.
pretty cool though. Like you do.
I
It's
feel
kind of
like,
like
I've always felt like
I
I was
would
a superhero because I'll be like, whoa, and then all of a sudden there's a wall. Boom.
yeah, it's like the gymnasts. I don't know how they don't like get
Oh,
dizzy and
jeez,
things
yeah.
like that because like when they're spinning in the air, like how do you know where you're at? Like doing, like Simone Biles gets like way up there. Like, how do you know when you're spinning
Left
what
trigger,
to do?
left trigger, right trigger, both sticks down, hold
Like,
the form.
I don't know. A lot of props.
Even, I mean, this is separate, but like talking to some of the figure skaters that we work with, same concept. Like, I guess it's just repetition of.
Yeah, the spinning.
Yeah, the spinning.
Yeah, I just feel like I would get dizzy.
You get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, I
To
guess
a
if you
certain
practice
degree.
it a lot. Yeah.
But yeah,
All right,
it's kind of crazy.
I guess your body does. I mean,
You get used.
everything's a
it's-
muscle. You can teach
Yeah.
it. So I guess
I
that
get
makes
dizzy
sense.
just like walking. No, I'm just kidding.
Vertigo.
I've got.
Get
I've
dizzy
got
going around the
I've got
Zamboni in
m-
circles.
all left turns.
all 7 miles per hour. Goes.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, but no. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
History of motion sickness in my family. That's probably part of it.
See, I get car sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get car sick. But like, I always drive.
Yeah.
Like anywhere we go.
Ask
Anywhere we go,
Elena.
like Maddie
She's
and I,
got
yeah.
she's got plenty of stories of our 11-hour
There you
rides.
go.
to
I will
Syracuse.
100% drive. No disrespect to mom or my girlfriend, but I would love to drive at any time. Just, I don't know. I would rather. Like if we're going 12 hours, I'll drive the full 12 hours if I want to. But I don't know. I mean,
Me
of
and
course,
Kyler
I'd rather
split
sleep.
that.
I'd rather sleep a little bit,
Yeah.
but
I sleep the whole time. I get the whole back to myself and I just lay out. And
yeah. Yeah, I agree. Especially if someone I'm comfortable with too. If they're riding
Yeah,
with me, I don't
yeah.
care. Like if I.
My dad's
I
the driver.
Give
swerve a
me
little bit.
the wheel.
The wheel.
Give
You've
me
driven
the
us
wheel.
a couple times to mini football games.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I don't buy as many beverages most of the time.
Yeah, this is valid. Yeah, but
Because I'm the one drinking a Pepsi right now.
Primo. That's what
Yeah.
I'm drinking right
Yeah.
now.
What? It's Jarritos.
There you go.
Wink, wink.
But yeah, I mean, what is it? What we got the total
Got
count right now?
USA, number 1 with total medals, 122.
One.
Also the
number one
gold-
in total medal count.
Nope.
We're still off one.
One,
gold.
yeah. China.
China.
That was, dude. That was oddly good. That was oddly good.
They've got 39. We've got 38.
Okay.
But total medals were up 32.
All right. There we go.
122 to 90. Great Britain passed France today for third.
The GBR.
Oh wow.
63. France
wow.
got 62.
I kind of hope France would be up there, but you never know.
Yeah.
Just because
They're one behind, and there's another. Technically, there's a
Yeah,
couple.
tomorrow's like the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But, like,
women's.
women's-
we
women's-
can
When is closing ceremonies?
Tonight.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That was tonight.
I thought it was tomorrow night.
Oh, I forget. It's tonight, tomorrow, Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but valid. Yeah.
But
it is the 10th. So I think it technically ends at
time
11th.
zones don't work me no good.
No good. Why?
What?
I did that on purpose.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But yeah, it was. What was? We have a chance to pass China, I think, because we've got the women's.
Basketball.
Oh, women's basketball. Yeah,
They've won
they can win
what,
gold.
7 or 8 in a row. 8.
That would be catastrophic.
Gold.
Shout out to
yeah.
Don Staley.
They're playing France just like the men did today.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
yeah.
I know.
That was the
it's
first
kinda
time
cool
that's
to see
ever
both.
happened.
Is it actually the first? I didn't know it was the first time. Oh,
Don't
wow.
look at me. I just watched the game and enjoyed
What
Chef Curry.
Mike Tirico said after the game. But
Don't doubt Steph Curry.
yeah, I was texting my dad.
He was cooking.
I was like, he was
He-
unconscious the last 3 minutes of that
He
game.
had
Dude.
he had 9 points in like a minute.
Yeah.
Well, when we were playing Serbia, I was very scared.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Night
I
night.
turned. Yeah, I was like, oh, 15?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we got to 7, and then it went back to 14, and
Yeah.
then we got it to like 6.
Because they were draining threes.
Yeah,
They were.
They were. I think the stat was 15 for 29
Okay.
going
the
into
Serbia,
the fourth
Serbia
quarter.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going into the fourth quarter, and then they were 0 for 9 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
that's
I think
where
you can tell, like,
we
you can
ramped up
tell
the
when the
defense
U.S. I
a
was
little
about to
bit.
say, when the U.S. like wants to turn it on, they will turn it on. It seems like. I mean, and you could tell same with like the French game too. They kind of turned it on and they just took over
Yeah.
towards the end. But as expected, good for like the old guys like LeBron and
Yeah.
KD and whatnot.
Steph, this was
It-
his
as
first
well.
Olympics.
Yeah.
The one and only.
He's
He'll be
He
four.
basically said-
He'll be 40.
the next time it comes
In
around.
LA.
Yeah.
I
So
would.
he
dude,
could-
I don't see him not like. It's very possible. Like
If he stays
I
healthy,
wouldn't be surprised
If he
if they were
stays,
trying to
if
say.
he
They're
talking
stays
to
healthy, I
D-Wade.
see it as a possibility.
Yeah,
like he just stays in the corner. Like
What he
Allen did.
already
Kind
I
of.
mean, LeBron's
Ray
basically
Allen when he did when he
almost
was getting
40
older.
anyways.
I mean, Ray Allen kind of did that when he got older.
Yeah.
He kind of just stood in the corner and
Yeah, average a
shot when
cool
he-
15 and 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could see Curry doing that for his last like
Two seasons.
yeah
3
at
seasons.
least yeah agreed.
LeBron's almost 40, and they were talking to D Wade afterwards, and he's like, honestly, I could see him coming back and playing in LA in 28. And
I love how they had
if he's
D Wade.
If he's still playing, yeah,
he would.
I love how they had D Wade as a commentator.
It was very nice.
I love that.
He's gonna. Well, I don't know that Bronny would be on the team.
D Wade comes
in
out
2028.
and plays with Bronny and James.
I was gonna say what?
Bronny and
Bronny
James.
and LeBron.
I was about to say.
Bronny and
I was
okay.
about to say.
I
That's
know
a
what
Bronny,
you
I
meant.
said and James,
I
but
thought
you know
so
what I
too.
meant. You know what I
I
meant.
did
though.
at first, but I was
apologize.
confused at first. I didn't really know.
I saw you.
I was like, hold up.
I saw you
What,
thinking
what
about
exactly
it. So I
are you
didn't
talking about?
Yeah, no, I that would be kind of.
I mean,
Kinda
good thing was though. I thought it was the funniest part about the gold medal game was the fact that Jason Tatum didn't play a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Jason Tatum did not play a minute. Interesting.
Yeah, neither did Halliburton though.
Yeah.
Trying to say
So
that out loud.
I
for
didn't
Christian.
even see Halliburton. I mean,
was
I
on the-
didn't
he was-
watch all the games.
he
but
was the official towel boy.
Yeah,
of
I,
the gold
I
medal.
don't think I saw him in a game while I was watching.
Yeah, it's definitely a Steve Kerr thing there. I
Yeah.
definitely see that.
It's a medal. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean
You know,
that's valid.
It was awesome basketball just to watch.
Yeah, it was really good
It was
basketball. Honestly,
Such a good game.
What I was gonna say about Bronny, I was like, if LeBron plays until the next one, he could potentially be playing with Carmelo's son, Keon.
True.
If he came
that
in.
would be wild,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Carmelo being right there on the
It was
debate,
so
that was
funny.
so funny. Courtside.
Bogdanovich was getting in his, or Carmelo was getting in his head the whole time in that Serbia game because, yeah, he started doing this because Carmelo was talking junk on the sidelines,
Yeah.
and
That,
then the
that
U.S.
was, that was Carmelo's.
yeah, when he hit a three,
When he hit a three, he
Love
would just
that.
go there.
Love that.
he, there's a couple guys that kept doing it.
Bogdanovich stared him down and went,
And then
We love it. We
who
love
won the game? USA.
"These colors don't. What is it?
Don't run.
These colors don't run." Sorry, Kylie. Dadgummit. All right. Even though the Olympic Games are not over, favorite moment. Go.
Favorite moment? Ooh, put me on the spot there. I'm gonna give it to the women's rugby.
Oh, the
because
walk-off.
yeah, the walk off that they had, and I think it was the first medal for the U.S.
Yep.
rugby. I don't believe men and women. I believe.
Yep.
So that put me on the spot there actually because I did not put that in my notes. I forgot, but that's
Yeah, I'm
That's a
trying
good
to
one.
think.
That's a good one.
That's what I would
trying
say.
to think. Honorable mention. Spencer's gonna hate this. I watched the breaking yesterday. That was,
Yo, that's kind of crazy, man. That's
I
kinda
didn't realize it was
crazy.
gonna be like a dance battle. I
Did you
thought
see
they
how
were,
many? Yeah, I didn't know that either.
they
You're
were
right,
like head
yeah.
to head, and you
A
could.
boy Tim versus B boy Brad.
I mean, I can't do the things that they can do, but like it is very odd. I've seen so many.
That's in the Olympics.
I've seen so many memes where
It
it's
ain't
like,
coming back.
when the goalie
No.
doesn't know where the puck is, where he's just like spinning around, throwing his hands up in the air and stuff like that.
One of my favorite was someone took a clip of like just one of them going like laying on the floor going like this, like kicking their legs out and
Oh,
arms,
geez.
and it would be like what my 5-year-old looks at me and says, "Hey mom or dad, watch this."
That's true though.
My
man.
girlfriend sent me a meme, and it was like
Uh.
give me 2 tequila shots and send me the Olympics. And it was a guy like spinning on his head.
There you
Shoot,
go.
give me
Jeez.
one, and all
Give
the
me one margarita.
All right, you figured out yours yet?
It's probably today. I was watching the high jump, and they had to go into a.
I wish he
A
would have
jump
said
off.
that they shared the gold.
I know. I don't know who's call that. I mean,
It
I
wa-
know
it's
it's
a-
their call,
yeah.
but I don't know who. They didn't really talk about it. They just looked at each other and
looked
like
at each
dapped
other
each
and were
other
like,
up.
You want to go? You want to go, bro? You want to do it?
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was entertaining to watch.
True. was.
True.
But
until they
US
cut the cover.
Yeah.
I
They
think
cut
that
the
happened in the
cover-
women's too, though.
Did they?
I believe that there was a tie in one of the women's
I think
Oh,
there was.
as well. I
Yeah.
don't think it was technically. I don't know exactly which sport, but it was definitely track of some sort.
yeah. It ticked me off though because it was so. They went back or they cut it, and while they were going,
They did
In
they
the-
did the 4x400, so they cut it,
Yeah,
and then
and
went to
then
the
went-
4x400.
and then
And so
went back.
I'm sitting there with my dad, and we're like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
We're invested. We're just like studying high jump now. We're
We've
like,
been
"All right."
watching it for the last hour. And
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, now that they're gonna decide it,
And
we're
now
gonna
and now
change
we're
the
now we're on to the
event.
4x400, where USA is going to win by
a lot.
almost a lap.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Oh, and while we were away, this happened.
I knew it. Yeah, they cut back to it, and it
That's-
was
yeah.
the what,
It was over.
There
What
was so
was
much
the-
stuff
New
going
Zealand.
on.
New Zealand. Yeah.
Uh,
They're like, oh, the New Zealand guy's got to clear this jump to win the gold. I was like, oh, so he won because
won.
this is
Yeah.
pre-recorded. So he goes whoop over it. And
There
I was
he
like,
goes.
well, we got silver. That's good
we'll
now.
take it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was up there.
Add it to the count. Add it to the
That's
count.
probably. I
All
don't
right.
know what my top one is, but I feel like that's up there.
That's valid.
I want to say Steph.
Water polo.
I want to say Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Steph Curry. I'm going to say Scotty Scheffler winning.
Yeah.
That's-
All right.
that's
the
mine.
comeback.
All right.
The
John
comeback.
Rahm
The
choke.
comeback. The John Rahm choke. The comeback.
There you
And
go.
then the
All right.
the crying on the podium too is not saying like crying is something to pick for, but it is very sentimental and
Oh yeah,
it
no,
was so-
it
it was
show-
so
it shows
genuine.
that he wanted. He absolutely wanted that.
he
and
wanted it just
And just the
for the
happy
for the
tears.
love of the sport
Yeah,
too.
happy tears.
And,
yeah, I
and
mean,
the nation.
yeah, to show. I mean, to be able to go up there and win gold for your nation. I mean, I can only imagine like that would
Yeah,
be sick.
big comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. But do you guys want to go into what's
Let's go.
correct? Or
U.S. edition.
Wants me to take an IQ test. It's part of a research project, so I have to be a guinea pig.
Question. What kind of bear is best?
It's a ridiculous question. IQ tests are totally bogus. They prove nothing.
We have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third. That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you.
Did I ever update the score from last?
It didn't change. It's still
I was
it's a 5-point lead still.
Oh,
it's still
okay.
technically 5 points.
So it's like
yeah.
it's like 29-24 or something like that.
Yeah, I think
We'll
so.
just remember that and add it later.
29-24.
All right. You guys ready?
USA.
USA. It's gonna. These are all multiple choice questions.
These colors don't run.
You got it this time.
These are all. There you go. These are all multiple choice questions. Let me finish all the whole question and the choices. Okay. So, easy question here. How many times have the U.S. held the Olympics? This is summer and winter.
Ooh.
It should be A, 8 times. B, 10 times. C, 5 times.
Jacob.
All right.
Crap.
8.
That is correct. We have it is
Point.
not does not include
Dadgummit.
does not include LA. But if someone would have said 9, I would have counted it because I would have been like, okay, what are you counting? And then we would go from there. But yeah, there was looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 summer, 1, 2, 3, 4 winter. We have some like way in the 1900s. Like
Lake Placid.
yeah,
1980.
like we got 1904 Missouri, 1932. 19
Missouri.
Yeah, it was like 04.
In Missouri.
Yep, St. Louis.
Oh,
1904. So that
no.
yes, so that kind of puts it together. 1996, Atlanta, all that situation. We have Lake Placid, but we had 2 times in Lake Placid,
Salt Lake.
32 and 98, or excuse me, 80. But then we have some other ones. But
Salt
yeah,
Lake.
yep, another one there in 2000. And 2.
No point for you though.
So
That's fine.
no points, but there's one for Jacob. All right, so we're gonna go on to the
30-24.
medium question. This is again multiple choice question. How many gold medals do we have in swimming all time? A,
Jeez.
250.
Jinx.
B, 226. C, 266. And this does not include this year.
Jacob. B.
That is incorrect.
I zoned out. I'm just going C's get degrees.
There you go. That is
C.
correct.
Hey.
266 gold medals all time in swimming. So you don't count this year, but we obviously I think we had like 30
Yeah.
or something like
Something.
that.
Like
So
6, 7.
yeah.
30,
So
30, 26.
there you go. There we go. Good game here. Good game. We got on to the hard question.
C's get degrees.
This is about gold medals again. I don't think you guys are gonna guess this, but it's very very possible.
Track and
How
field.
many gold medals all time do we have in boxing? A, 45. B, 50. C, 55.
Did you say gold?
Gold.
Gold medals all
Oh.
time in boxing.
Okay, 40, 45, 50.
45 is A, B is 50, C is 55.
Shoot, I'll take a shot in the dark. I'll say A.
That is incorrect.
Dadgummit. This was a hard question, too.
It is. It is a hard question. Good job. Hard.
C.
That is Incorrect.
Oh, 50.
It is B, 50
Interesting.
gold medals in boxing.
Hey,
So,
no
got
harm.
you guys on that one. Got you on that.
No harm, no foul.
There we go.
No
All right.
good.
So, expert question here. How many total gold medals have the U.S. taken home since 1895? Which is basically like one of the first. A, 1,010.
Oh my gosh.
B, 1,145. C, 1,061.
Jacob. B.
That is incorrect.
Okay. All right. I have 2 chances.
What's the score here?
If I get this, I'm up 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be 31-30 if I get this right. He already said B, so that means it's either A or C.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I know.
Good job.
Good maths. I know. All right.
Quick maths.
Yeah. Uh huh. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Alex, I'd like to. What is A?
Did me give you the options again?
No,
he's
what is- what
he's
is A?
answering
Oh, you're
A.
giving me the answer
What is
that
A?
way? That is incorrect.
Dadgummit, a C's get degrees failed me. Should have trusted my own philosophy. Man.
It is C, 1,061 golds since 1895.
Should have trusted.
That does
my own
not
logic.
count this year as well. So,
Dadgummit.
but yeah, fun fact there for you guys.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Good job.
absolutely. I think that was pretty.
That was a
pretty-
good one.
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
It was mainly golds. It was kind of or medals in general, but kind of switch it up. We'll see. We'll see what we got next week. What we're going at. So
Who knows?
you never know. We got preseason. We got.
We got college football,
college
about to start.
football.
13 days.
13 days.
13.
13.
26 for the NFL.
NFL, yeah. Yeah, we'll see if I'm happy about
The
that.
Panthers.
It's okay. None of
Yeah.
your starters played. You can live.
No, I know. I'm not. I'd never get pressed about the preseason. I really don't.
I wasn't even gonna say anything. I don't know why. I saw you give me a you gave me a side. I expected me to say something.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You went like this. You went, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say something about myself
What are you saying?
because the Seahawks have a terrible track record of a player getting hurt during preseason.
Oh.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Geno Smith almost was hurt, and I almost cried. I don't want Sam Howell as my starting
Drew
quarterback.
Lock went down, but we got the Italian Stallion.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Tommy
Yeah, we'll see how that
Cutlets.
goes. I'm hoping for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Brian Burns,
You
but
want
I
the
also
meatball?
Huh?
Spicy meatball.
He's spicy
Spicy
meatball.
I like Brian Burns, of course, but I don't know if
Spider.
I want him to do good, but I also do. Like I don't want
I
him
might
to
have
get
to get
hurt,
his jersey.
but I do like don't want him
Add
to
it to the closet.
Yep.
yeah. We
I ain't getting no DJ jersey. I know that. Get DeVito before I get DJ.
Get a Xavier Leggett jersey.
we can get him
Or
a
Leggett.
Leggett.
yeah, Leggett. We can get him a Saquon Barkley's Eagles jersey. Or Eagles jersey.
Nah, we gotta get him a Cooper Flag Duke jersey.
Oh, that might be worse. That might be worse. Yeah. I don't know. That's close. What would you say the worst jersey we would get you? Like,
Either Duke or the Cowboys.
okay. So
The
if we got like
Cowgirls.
a Tony
Cowgirls.
Romo.
Tony
Yeah.
Romo would be more comedic than anything
Yeah.
else.
That's true. That's true. That would be kind of funny. But do
Zeke.
you guys want to go ahead and go into your NFL
Yeah, let's go into
preseason teams
preseason.
here?
uh,
Already jumped on it here.
one of y'all go first. Let me look and see how the
Yeah,
game the
yeah,
game
no
the
worries.
game went.
Well,
Like you were talking about with Panthers, I mean, they didn't really have
Panthers didn't do much.
they didn't have any starters really. It wasn't anything really exciting.
Bryce didn't play at all.
No, we didn't really see like any new guys. Like I don't think Leggett played. I don't believe
He tweaked something in
He,
practice.
yeah,
I
he's
think.
fine. They already did
Yeah.
an MRI and everything. He's fine. Which it did scare me. I showed you the tweet and I was like, yeah, we can never have anything nice. But yeah. Well, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm hoping we see something here, at least something in the preseason. Let him run. Like
They're talking
Leggett's
about
supposed to be.
Bryce not playing at all. I was like, why would you not? I mean,
I-
even like a quarter, I feel
with
like you
the-
got to
with
get
the-
him in
with
there.
a new coach, you kind of need to have
Yeah.
at least one. Like you
I say
said,
a
you have to
half.
have at least.
I-
I would
I
say
say
a
a half.
A half is more realistic.
Yeah.
A quarter.
I would
mean,
say half.
as you progress, I feel like it goes. They don't play. They get a quarter. They get a
Mm-hmm.
or a series or two, and then a quarter,
Yeah.
and then a half kind of thing.
I mean, well, how many total preseason games again?
Four.
Is it 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you play this next game for a quarter. You play him
Or
the
even a
third
couple
game.
series, yeah.
You play him the third game for a half, and then you leave it at
And
that.
then, sometimes they don't play the starters in the fourth just because they're don't want to get
exactly.
hurt.
So I say, I mean, that's a lot. Like they do that in NHL too. That second to last
You switch up
game,
the
they play
rosters.
all the main guys, and in that last game, it's like no one.
Yeah.
Brought in hockey in for you. Always. I didn't think about it until now.
That's gonna be a thing now. I just need to figure out how to tag
We need to
it,
get a
tie
we
it
need to
in.
get a button.
You can't
for
do that.
on the
Yeah, you need to get a button for
there'll
that.
be on the when it's,
Can't do that.
once I have more
Can't do
once I
that.
have more buttons.
There you go.
Just
There you go.
that needs to be its own button.
Yes.
You can't do
You
that.
talked about hockey again? What?
You can't do that.
It'll be something else. It'll be flag on the play.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
Giving
for
him the
season.
business.
You know, I always, I always get my hopes up always with the Panthers. So it's like,
I mean,
There's,
I hope
there,
they do.
There actually is like almost a glimmer of hope for this season.
well,
so
I saw today Chat GPT put in somebody ran the whole league through it to
Mhm.
do standings
like
and stuff.
simulation. Yeah.
They put the Panthers winning the division at
9 and
9
8.
and 8. Yeah, you saw that?
So
Or
I
sent
watched
it,
the whole
sent
thing.
it.
So
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see us doing that. Like I could see. I don't see us going like, I mean, winning more than 10 games.
Well,
Ideal.
I was just surprised because I feel like everybody thinks the Falcons are going to come out of the
yeah, because
NFC
Kirk Cousins. That's
so.
just. I mean,
Cousins, and then I've seen a lot of takes where it's like Penix is going to take over for
wouldn't yeah.
I actually would
Cousins
like to see it.
a couple
That would-
weeks in.
I would like to see it.
think
you wanna-
Chris Canty's
Yeah.
hot take was by week 6, Cousins will be out and Penix will be in.
So, but I would say at the end of the day, for the Panthers, my hope is at least 5 wins.
Yeah.
Which
Instead of
I would
2.
take.
I'd say that's a
Yes,
that's a
I think
realistic,
I think that's a win for us.
5
Especially
and 12 just
yeah,
progress
like,
each year.
if we get like more wins each time, then I would say I'm okay with like each year is what I'm saying. The next couple of years, I would say would be ideal. But we'll see how it
Got
goes.
a couple more draft picks.
Yeah. True. Yeah. What would you say for you?
There's the
For
stats.
what? For the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Giants?
Okay.
Or for the Panthers?
For your Giants here.
For the Giants, I mean, probably similar. I feel like close to 500 is reasonable, which is, I think that they had us at 8 and 9 in the Chat GPT thing that they ran.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty realistic.
What was it again for the Giants?
8 and 9.
That's right.
But it was like, I think they said the Eagles would be 13 and 4, which
That
I
was
think-
the. Did you watch the whole video?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. The way I think the algorithm
It
worked,
was based on past seasons
yeah,
mostly,
which
and
made
then-
it.
Which I think it's the Cowboys' division to lose.
I agree.
I think the Giants and Commanders can both surprise some people
Mhm.
if like DJ plays up to what he did a couple years ago. He's got a lot better receiving core.
Very
we need
true.
to figure out who's going to be the number 1 running back.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's kind of what the Panthers do. I mean, you have Sanders, you have Chuba Hubbard. I think we drafted what's his name?
Chuba.
We drafted somebody.
Such an
Brooks,
awesome
thank
name.
you, from Texas. So I mean, I could see Brooks like sliding in.
He's supposed to. That's kind of like the same thing with Penix. They were like, if you're, because he's still recovering from an ACL
Yeah,
from
very
last
true.
year,
Yep,
but they
very true.
said he should be ready for week 1.
Yeah.
But it's more so you bring him along slowly,
Absolutely.
and so by week 5 or 6, he's not or running back 1
yeah, this,
going into stuff.
wouldn't be surprised. Sanders is getting a little, I guess, older. I guess.
Yeah, he hasn't lived up to that contract because they based it off of the one
That
year with
Eagles,
the Eagles.
yeah, and
The
that
Eagles
Eagles
had a-
team was stacked.
Yeah, they had a ridiculous offensive
yeah.
line,
So
and the Panthers not so much
this is valid.
at the moment.
This is valid.
They're working on it.
They're getting it's better this offseason compared to last season. I would say
Glimmer of
at
hope.
least we got some. Thank you. I was about to say
that
at
is
least we
the-
have some
that is
hope
the
with that.
title of the Panther season.
I'm not.
Glimmer of hope.
I'm not worried about.
Coming to a theater near you.
I'm not as worried about Bryce getting hurt. Compared, whoa! I just burped. Compared to what he did. I mean, last year I was scared every game that he was going to
Oh yeah.
break something because
Yeah.
someone's
He was
gonna.
gonna die.
Yeah, like
Well-
I was worried about that. So
And with for the Giants, it's if they had Saquon behind this offensive line, they went and got 2 studs and a third guy that's solid behind, or to add to the 2 guys that they've drafted in the last couple of years. It's just depending on if Evan Neal can stay healthy.
Very true.
Because we added Runyon and 2 other guys that are supposed to be really solid. So we'll see who our running backs are. But
Absolutely.
Drew Lock went down the first quarter, which he wasn't doing much with. But I think it's just a couple weeks. I think there was like an abdominal strain. DeVito came in, ran the offense pretty well.
True,
and
true.
then Eric Gray had the 1 long touchdown run and then punched another one in, got the win.
There you go.
But nothing too crazy. Run-of-the-mill run-of-the-mill game. The week was a little crazy with the fights on and off the fields with the joint practices.
I was about to ask you about that.
The $200 or $200,000 fines between the 2 teams, but
yeah,
I still don't
I kinda
understand
like to see that,
what. Yeah, I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish. I get you got to practice against somebody else, but like this happens every year, and
That
everybody's
level,
like, "Oh, why
that
do we
level
do
of
this?"
intensity is what's needed.
And it's 900 degrees outside. They're all
yeah. I mean,
ticked off.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I personally like that. They're showing competitiveness. I mean, they're not taking their helmet off and hitting people like that App State guy did.
I can't. Oh,
Well,
it's funny.
somebody-
That
didn't
it's-
DK
it's-
do it?
I was gonna
Yeah.
get there. Y'all.
Oh,
Let me
DK
get-
did.
he
Oh,
did.
well, okay.
Let me
To his own teammate.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
Was it
Let me get-
intentionally on his own teammate?
Oh,
or-
100% it was.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
But then Coach McDonald, he said in the post practice interview, he said, "I love seeing the intensity."
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And they said, "But they're fighting each other." He said, "I don't care.
yeah.
Bring that same intensity every day, whether it's against us, whether it's."
yeah.
He said, "It's growth," and I went, "Where have you been?"
Yeah. I mean, like,
And
Steelers
clearly,
coach-
he's the right guy because the Seahawks are currently up 13-0, and we actually have starters in, and it's very nice to
there
see.
you go. Are Chargers playing starters?
I don't know. No, they played. Technically, yes.
Mr.
'cause-
Harbaugh.
No, they
Wow.
played Easton Stick. So technically, yes.
Okay.
It's a hockey brand.
I know it's also
Easton
it's a
Stick.
baseball bat brand too.
That's true.
It's just, well, we got real country with
I'm
baseball.
s-
bat.
But
So what's your hopes? Because we kind of said ours and we kind of went down, but
the running back room is stacked. The wide receiver room is stacked. Sam Howell clearly can actually throw passes. He's 10
Malik
for 15.
Neighbors. I forgot to put that in there. He played for like a series, but
there you go.
I'm still
Yawn.
excited about him.
Yeah, as you should. As you
He's
should.
gonna be better than any of your friggin' receivers. I'll tell you that.
I
I don't care about DK either.
I love that this is recorded and it's going to be on multiple different, like,
Okay, when Neighbors.
Oh, we
has
gonna turn this into a bet?
500 more yards.
we going to
than
turn this
DK.
into a bet?
Maybe.
Well, I could say, I do believe that you're about to say some challenging words, and I will gladly accept the challenge.
I was gonna say something about Leggett, but I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Shoot, you probably would win.
I'm gonna stay out of this one though.
We'll
Yeah, 'cause
come
that's
up with
who-
something.
That's
Yeah,
the
we'll come
only.
up with
That's
something.
Because
Bryce's
I'll
gonna
say
throw
this
Leggett
right.
the
I'll
whole
say
time.
this right now. Smith and Jigba going to have more than Neighbors, and he's the second receiver.
We'll see.
All right.
Did we bet the swear jar on it?
No, it'll be something else. We'll come up with it. It'll be soon. Yeah, I like
Now
that.
he's giving me the side eye.
How dare you take a shot at my Seahawks?
Run the ball.
Seahawks.
You got to bring that bing back. Good segue into the next.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of bad moments.
Left them
in
speechless.
sports. A lot of bad moments in sports in general. As you can see.
Is he okay?
One of y'all go ahead.
So
Yeah,
as promised,
I looked at my first one and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't.
single tear.
Yeah.
As promised, we have gotten into, or we've researched and put together a list of our most heartbreaking moments as sports fans.
I even brought a jersey
Yeah.
for it.
I'm so glad I didn't. I thought about it too.
Who's going first?
Oh, I can add one now.
Sorry, I just
Start
spit
off.
on you way over there, Jacob.
I didn't feel it.
Oh man. Well,
Who's going first?
I can go ahead and go.
Start it off.
So my very first one,
how many we doing? My fault. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Just run through 'em.
I'm gonna go through my own right here.
All right, bet that.
I have a couple
Giggity, let's go.
Canes and Panthers mainly. Nothing really state, honestly. I'm being honest.
Oh, don't worry. I
I've
got
got
you.
one
I got you.
state.
So I'm
I
glad
got you
you
on
guys
there.
can cover that. So my first one, I think I've already talked about this before.
I'm definitely going to put sad music over this.
Cam Newton
I knew it. I had it written down.
not jumping for the ball
not
in
diving.
the Super Bowl of the biggest game of his life. Okay.
Did he sell?
Absolutely. I love Cam is I'm one of the biggest fans of Cam Newton, but he sold in that game because you risk your life.
Tag
okay?
at Cam Newton.
No, because I love
gonna-
him.
he's
I'm
gonna-
gonna be so sad.
he's gonna leave a
I'm
comment
gonna
in
be
his
so sad because I love him.
hieroglyphics.
Free publicity.
Yeah, right. But no, like I have many Cam Newton jerseys. However, when him not jumping in the pile when there was a fumble in the Super Bowl, I think about it still. Like, why? Like, I just don't see it. Like,
Why?
his whole career was about him.
I got gifts too.
Oh God. I just his whole career was about him like taking hits, right? Like
His
he's the
physicality.
physicality, the big guy that he is, the running aspect of him, but he can also throw. Like he took hits after hits, taking backflips, front flips. Like there's when we played Houston, we did that front flip over
Into the end zone?
into the own, like there's things like that, but you won't jump in the ball when the ball's there in a pile of guys like in the Super Bowl in the biggest game of your life. Like
Sacrifice your body.
it rattles me.
Just do it.
It really does. Like I think about it still. Like hey, if you do see this Cam Newton, hit us up in the comments. Let me know because I need to know why.
Why?
I talked to friends after and was like, someone paid him off, because like I don't know. I just don't see like I can go into it for hours. Like I just don't see him not jumping in for that. Like after he risked his life to get to that point to win this game, but you don't do it in the game. Like it just doesn't make sense. Deep breaths there. We'll go on to the next
Are we
one.
alternating or are
Do
we?
you want to alternate or want me to go ahead and continue?
I say let's alternate. Let's do a
Okay.
round. Let's do
Okay,
a nice
maybe
little
I need a deep breath. Go on to the next one.
So my first one,
free therapy session
It's-
is what
it's
this
like
is
a
turned
it
into.
combo.
really is.
it's a combo of two, but it's like they're hand in hand. I just did the whole era of 2010 to 2018 Carolina Hurricanes.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
Being a Hurricanes fan in that era was so frustrating.
Oh
Those
my
teacher
gosh,
appreciation nights
dude.
came in clutch.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
those free tickets were nice.
The hand in hand part is the Eric Stahl trade. I remember doing homework in my room, and it popped up on my phone, and I threw my phone across the room,
Yep.
and yeah.
I-
But yeah, it was so frustrating because there's out of the 9 years we didn't make the playoffs, it was maybe 2 of them we were like bottom feeders kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
'Cause
All the other ones we were like
we were
2-3 points.
2 games, yeah, 2. Like I remember one season, it was either Tampa or Florida that we had to beat in the last game of the season at home
And
to
they
make the
destroyed us.
playoffs, and we lost like 5-2 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, it was I totally feel you on that. It was a bad time. Like it was like you would go there.
The 16-game losing streak. It's
Yeah, like you could go to games and it
For
would
like
be like
$10.
for like $10 and like you would be like, I don't know, 5,000 people there
Yeah.
maybe.
Martin
Like when Martin
Martinuk's trade, he said the first game that he was a Hurricane was a matinee game on a Sunday.
Yep.
There's maybe 5,000 people in the arena,
Gosh,
and
it was rough.
he said that's where he started, and then making the playoffs.
Yep.
2 years later, it was completely
Completely different.
flipped
Yeah,
in the
it's-
playoffs, and
It's kind of crazy to think about that. Like we did go through that hard time. All right, I'm going through that hard time with the Panthers right now, so all I can think about
this
is
is
we'll
also
be
why
they're upcoming.
I'm not trying to.
This too shall end.
This is true.
Hopefully. But hot take. Well, I don't know if it's a hot take, but we've all talked about this with Hurricanes games.
It's coming.
We have a lot of fair weather fans as Hurricanes.
Really?
I mean, you're not
'Cause
wrong.
No.
you'll ask half the people in PNC, when did you go to your first game? Oh, 2019,
2005.
2005, 2006.
This is true.
was
I'm
like-
I still
gonna
have the
I'm-
ticket stub.
I'm gonna have to beat you guys though
Stubs.
because my dad was at the 2002, so I would say I was there. I wasn't technically there, and I wasn't real. I mean, I was like 3, so I don't really remember it. But I was grown
Yeah.
into it. So it was like
My dad took me to my first game in 05, and then we
Same.
won the cup that
Yeah,
year. And
absolutely.
I was like, well,
absolutely. My mom gave me the
Now we're
ticket. The
here.
game. My mom had a game ticket or game 7 ticket. 2006. I'm gonna frame that. I have it.
Dawson was at that game
I'm
in
curious
the
how-
300s.
I'm curious how much that would be worth.
Maybe like $100.
And it's probably
Never
not
know.
crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if a
Well,
Canes fan
if
though.
you were
Well, yeah,
if
you
you were
could-
to wait, because the thing is low key, everyone's mad that ticket stubs don't exist anymore because people actually want to have that.
Yeah.
You can you can get the tickets now though. Like,
Yeah, you gotta pay.
You get the
You gotta pay
commemorative.
$40.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Yeah.
I won't ever forget the Final Four. Scan the QR code now to make sure you get your commemorative ticket from the Final Four. And I'm sitting there like,
It's smart
Okay.
though. It's kind of smart though. You
No,
get extra money
give
for them.
me the
it's more
legit-
money for them though.
I know
what
it is, but give me the legitimate ticket.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I
absolutely.
have a
You should
whole-
have the option.
I have a whole
You should have the
drawer
option.
in my room of all just my ticket stubs.
Yeah, I feel that.
Right
I have
next to
one
all
from
my
like
foul
my
balls.
high school football games. And
Oh,
stuff
from the
like that.
99 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I was going through.
Well,
Just one more thing.
please go ahead.
I thought we were alternating.
I know
I
this is
thought so
this
too.
is part of the thing I'm talking about. It's still
Been on it for four
collected.
and a half minutes.
I've already
So-
taken 3 off of my list.
Dude, for the Eric Stahl trade the other day when they announced that they were retiring his number and
Yeah.
put a bunch of highlights out,
Yeah.
they got me. I had to go and look up the top 25
Hell yeah.
like best Hurricanes moments,
Mhm.
and
He's
didn't
the-
realize Bates had one of them. He had he tipped a puck over Brodeur.
Oh yeah,
in the-
yeah,
in
yeah.
overtime in
Yep,
02.
Yep. There's some great moments from a lot of high end guys
Yeah.
throughout the years.
Here you go, Spencer.
All right. I'm going to, since I made a comment about Mr. Hines, 2016, the missed field goal by Kyle Bambart against Clemson.
Oh,
That was my next
one. Yeah.
I wasn't even really
I
a
didn't
state
think
fan
about
yet
that.
because I wasn't.
Thank
I mean,
you
I was
for
looking
reminding
at
me of that.
going there,
I go
but
cry when I go home.
I have the GIF.
I was cheering for state, but I wasn't like in the
I
state
won't,
yet.
I won't
Yeah.
ever forget that Friday at school. Braden Teller was like bragging to me. He was like, "Man, I'm going to the Clemson State game in Clemson." I was like, "Hey, man, that's cool." He's texting me. He is. If you watch the video back, you can see him behind the goalposts
Oh.
on the hill, and he took a snap of it and sent it to me. And he said, "Heartbreaking."
Oh yeah.
I want to say,
Devastation.
no, really?
Devastation. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that hurt. I forgot about that. I really did. I think
He
that
got
was the
wiped out a couple years later, though.
I think
We were
the-
watching
Oh,
our
and then-
videos
Yep.
yesterday.
I pushed that to the back of my mind.
And then someone named the father, the son,
Christopher
the
Dunn.
Christopher Dunn came to North Carolina State University and brought us
broke
all
the
hope.
record.
Brought us all hope.
Yeah,
and then
I was never
and then
worried.
Braden Narvison showed up.
I was really
brought
never
us even
worried.
more hope.
I was never worried when Chris came up. I was like, oh, like I really,
Chip shot.
I really didn't.
That's a
like,
gimme. Give it to him. It's a gimme. Put him on the board.
yeah, like no, seriously though, and especially being like close to you during that time because you were close to him as well.
Man, I
It-
love Chris.
We would be at football games like there and be like, oh, I would be stressing. You're like, nah,
He got it.
he's got it, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, and he kicks it straight down the middle, and Spencer looks at him. Told you so. And I'm like, all right, yeah, but still, I'm gonna stress. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stress.
Yet
like,
everyone still stresses.
yeah, I mean, valid. That's valid.
We have one guy in the NFL, one guy who's probably going to be in the NFL, so back-to-back NFL kickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, going back to the
What you
NFL heartbreaks.
Oh.
Have his jersey on right now, but
The trade.
the CMC trade. Yeah, that still definitely hurts. Especially we didn't really get that much back for literally. You can consider one of the best running backs now. I'm not saying ever, but you could definitely say he's in the top 3 active running backs, and I would argue that all day. And I mean, it does hurt. It still does because I think the potential with him being with Bryce right now would help Bryce so much. I'm just saying it would take the pressure.
I agree.
off.
I'm just trying to remember the trade.
It was like a first, second, and
That's
third.
what it was like. Yep.
It was 1, 2, 3.
It was
Like
it was a bunch of picks. It was no
yeah,
equal
and
opportunity.
I just don't. I like that at least we got one first, but like I don't know. it just still is not. It's not the same, and it's the same trade with getting Bryce.
See-
Like, I like us getting Bryce, but what we gave up to get Bryce was absurd.
When you
It was a second, third, and 2/4.
Okay, so there you go. Even make it
when
worse.
when you told me when you texted me that was going to be one of yours, I
Yeah.
actually looked up the Russell Wilson trade
Oh,
because I
yeah.
was like, okay, how much did this hurt me? It hurt. It was like not as bad
Yeah,
as that
yeah,
one because
yeah.
that just the Panthers tanked after that.
Yeah, it just
I will say that
Seahawks came out at the end of the whole Russell Wilson trade.
that trade isn't even the worst trade because
the DJ. I mean, you could say the DJ.
they're
more
saying
in the
that
whole
that
situation.
trade,
Mhm.
if Bryce doesn't pan out, may go down as like one of the worst trades in
Ooh.
Yeah,
NFL
especially
history.
especially if he doesn't pan out because of with all of it. I saw the list. I don't remember where it was, but it just was crazy.
He's only going into his second year.
No,
Don't
yeah.
panic. Don't panic.
No,
Don't
I'm
panic.
Not, I'm
I know,
not
I'm just-
panicked
I'm
yet.
being-
I'm not quite panicked yet.
Let me be extra.
No, I'm just saying. But from like a Panther side, I'm not quite worried yet.
And
If he gets into his third, fourth year,
An oxygen mask
might
may
get a little worried.
may fall from the ceiling.
I
Make
might
sure
get
you
a little
put yours
worried.
on first before you help others.
you already said the Eric Stahl trade. I'm gonna go ahead and stay where I'm at right here with the Panthers. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the last second Hail Mary, DJ Moore called it in the end zone.
Oh,
And he took his helmet off to celebrate.
Yep.
Got a flag, pushed the field goal back, extra point.
Missed it.
Missed the extra point. Goes into OT. We drive the field, miss the field goal again, and we lose the game because they go down there and kick a field goal.
Yep. I remember watching
Oh my gosh, that pissed me off so much. I don't know. I just was so frustrated.
that. I
because
still feel like the whole the Super Bowl one is just
I think that tops it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jacob.
But
so the official trade for
more
that.
about the trade.
No, yeah, sorry, I'm going
Bri-
back.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
looking at the details. So the Bears traded the number 1 overall pick and the number 9 overall pick.
yep.
The number 9 went to the Eagles. Number 1 went to the Panthers.
Yeah.
For DJ Moore, 10th overall pick, 56th overall pick of
That's the same, yeah.
2023, first overall pick for 24, the 122nd overall pick in 24, and a second rounder in 25.
Yep.
So they still have a pick to go.
And the picks that they have are like supposedly really like kind of solid picks at the
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
You get 2 more. I get 2 more. You get 1 more.
Yeah, I only have one more.
Okay, cool.
I only got 2 more anyways. So Luke has a chance to redeem himself. He was on this team. I was there with Kyler. He's now on Syracuse's basketball team. I was in person for this.
Shout out to Lucas Taylor.
Yes. I was at the game in
Still waiting on my
Greensboro
merch.
against against Wake Forest
Oh, this game.
in the ACC tournament. Boeheim's last game ever. What turned out to be his last game ever.
the greatest press conference ever.
He had a lot more colorful ones than that.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, the stuff that after he say it, and then I'll throw my tidbit in.
I'm standing there. It's been a back and forth game, and me and Kyler are there watching the game. Wake Forest comes down, hits a buzzer beater to move on to the next round. I just sit there. I was like, well, never experienced that in real life or in person. I've always watched them on TV, but yeah. But Luke has a chance to redeem himself.
That's tough. That's tough. It's unfortunate.
Luckily, he's not the one that hit the shot
That's valid.
because, I would have had some beef. But I forget who hit the
jeez.
shot. But
What you got?
that's 2
Spencer?
buzzer beaters that have knocked Syracuse out of the.
Yeah.
That is true.
ACC.
That's true.
All right, which way do I want to go? We already talked about the Seahawks one. I don't need to go through that one again. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, I'll talk about something else that's a little bit more disappointing. The Texas Rangers blowing a 9-7 lead in the bottom of the 9th in the World Series
Oof. Huh? All right.
against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah,
When
that's
was that?
devastating.
2011,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. You can fact check me on that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You said in 9th inning, right?
Bottom 9, 9-7, 2 outs.
Oh, was it 2 outs?
2 outs.
Oh, I would be so mad. I would be so mad. I don't
The
even know what to say on that
the
one.
Cards scored 3, and they went on to beat the Rangers by 4 in Game 7.
So I would gonna add right on to that. It's the same thing with the Canes last year is what I would say for me on that one because
Yeah, that's a good one.
we were
The
it was Game
Panthers?
6. It was Game 6. No, I'm talking about with the versus the Rangers.
Oh.
It's Game 6. Well, we had a 3-0 lead
Yep.
Yes.
going into the third period. That's my final one. Was
I was trying to think of specific moments for the Canes, and I didn't even. Think of
that's what that would this last year because of the hype that we had and the how it we were making the comeback and we had the lead, we had it there, and all we had to do was just
Game
finish.
7, that was.
It was over. I think we're winning that Game
All
7.
bets are off. Yeah.
But I literally sat in front of my couch. I think like in front of my TV, excuse me, for
I
like
was at
30,
work
45
for that.
minutes. Like I was so pissed off. Like I didn't even like cuss or anything.
I blame Grabo.
I
'Cause
didn't
I
even-
was that was the first game I was at the rink for in the whole playoffs.
There you go. I wasn't
And we
even like
lost.
cussing or mad or anything. Like
You
I was just like,
you just sit there and like
wow.
shocked.
I was just like because I really thought we had it. Like going in the third period, I had so much hope, in which I guess you could say my fault in a way.
Because it was
but,
it was 3-1 going into the third, right?
Mhm, Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Chris Kreider has a natural hat trick in
The third period.
third period.
It was
win the
still
game.
beautiful to see, though. I mean,
it's-
it was natural talent. Like,
It was a great
it
comeback.
was a great comeback for the.
However, it wasn't
It
that
sucked.
skilled of a
It sucked.
skill to me because of
As
the
Dr-
breakdowns that
It
we
was-
had.
As Drew
So-
would say, Kreider's a 50-goal scorer, but he just gets tap-in goals.
Yeah, like
It
we,
was-
we
80%
had
of
we
them.
had 2 of the 3
Yeah.
goals were defensive breakdowns right in front of our net. I think he had a tap in goal for the tying game here.
Yeah.
So or to at least tie it. But I don't know. That would be my final one for that one
All
for
right.
sure.
My last one isn't me personally. It's my father, but I feel like it's a pretty good one.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
I'm actually kind of curious. I have no clue.
Syracuse basketball.
I figured.
But
assumed.
He was the walk-on manager for the 1987
Yep.
season.
Now I know where you're going.
Syracuse is in the leading Indiana in the 87 finals
Yep.
game. Keith Smart hits a little jumper from the side of the basket with like 2 seconds left to win the championship for Indiana. My dad's in his dorm room about to rush Marshall Street for Syracuse's first ever national championship. And he says he doesn't remember what he broke, but he said he took his shoe off, threw it across the room,
broke something.
and broke something. And the people that were there watching it with him just got up and left. 'Cause-
All right.
I mean, what
Yeah.
else do you do there? It's just,
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
For the national championship, to lose it like that, yeah, that's.
I
that's
have 2 ways I can go. Actually, it's one way. Just depends on the sport. Do I go with NC State football again, or
Make
do
it a
I-
combo deal?
I could make it a combo deal?
is
I
it
did
both
that.
state related?
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
do
I
both?
did the combo for
All
the
right, we're going to do a
Canes.
combo deal to close it out. NC State getting disqualified in the College World Series at 2 a.m.
Oh, that was a good
There's
one.
one.
That's a
I
good
forgot
one.
about that.
That was a great one. I didn't even think about that.
NC State.
Shout out to Austin.
Shoot, this is going to be like a triple. Here we go. NC State. NC State getting DQ'd in the College World Series.
I was gonna say the bowl game.
Shut up. NC State only scoring 21 points against Virginia Tech. I was at that game. Was the most traumatic thing I've ever seen.
The
I
basketball.
remember
game?
watching that.
Yes.
Wasn't
And the
what
funny-
was the final like
Devastating.
37.
45-21 or something.
Oh my
Stupid crap
gosh,
like
that was like. I'm glad I wasn't there to watch that game.
I had a student ticket, and I was like on the ESPN broadcast.
Yeah.
So hype. No,
No.
21 points. Thanks a lot, Mark
Didn't
Godfrey.
Virginia go on to win the national championship that year?
No.
Virginia, not Virginia Tech.
Ah, yes.
Um,
Sorry, I got confused there on that one.
And then, all right, which game do I want to pick as far as NC State football? Not the Kansas State bowl game. That was shoot. All right. Oh,
I thought you were gonna say the.
NC State losing to Wake Forest
Oh, when we were there.
Ah, yeah.
when Chris
Yeah,
Dunn
we
recovered the
witnessed that one,
onside
too.
kick
that was
and
yeah.
Devin Leary had thrown for a touchdown, but it got called out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's a good
all
one.
three of us
That was-
combined
you mean-
almost fought people,
You mean
or supposedly fought people.
no? Who was the guy that they kept calling Devin?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, they
Tyler
called it-
Baker Williams,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler
who is
Williams.
who is now a San Diego Charger.
What did he play, linebacker?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he wasn't even
DB.
QB.
So Wake Forest's
They had the
PA
wrong
guy.
flip card.
The whole game, they didn't correct it at all. Called Devin Leary, our quarterback. Touchdown pass by Tyler Baker Williams, the linebacker. Every time they scored
And
a
we
touchdown.
would scream out, "No, that's Devin Leary!"
And we also were, it was freezing, and we were
it
all,
we
was
were
cold
warm.
as hell. That
we
really
were
was.
warm.
We were warm.
for other reasons.
That's valid.
Yeah.
But
Warm and fuzzy.
yeah,
I
it was
think-
kind of cold on the
I think
walk,
that combo
Yeah.
of all three of those is enough
Yes.
for state fans.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that was
But
that's good. I'm glad we
we
can take a
going
deep
into
breath
it?
now.
22 minutes roughing.
Can't do that. We got a new format.
New format.
We're all gonna try to keep
Every
it
single person. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You want it? I'll be the talker.
the talker.
Talker. All right. So basically, the way it's going to work is all of us are going to bring a somewhat interesting fact to the table, and we get 45 seconds to do
I
it.
thought it was topic.
It's
Same
one topic.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So who wants to go?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right. Since I meant to say it earlier, but in the NFL preseason, Mr. Peyton Wilson led the
Dadgummit.
Pittsburgh Steelers in tackles in his preseason debut. 7 total tackles, 5 solo, and 1 tackle for loss.
Wow.
I think if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a solid guy for them for
You need
a
to buy
lot of
his.
years.
You need to buy his jersey.
I
Absolutely.
think Owen's going to get it, or he already
should.
has.
He should.
Probably does.
All right.
I ain't. He took mine. I gotta find a new one.
Oh, okay. I would say this is actually going to be a question, and this is a yes or no question. This is not a maybe, maybe not. Does NC State make the 12-team college playoff next year?
It's not a maybe.
Not a maybe. Yes or no?
Can I say yes if?
Nope. Yes or no?
No. I actually have to write about that. Thank you for saying that.
I think we're all hopeful, but no.
No? Okay.
What do you think?
I'm going to say we're going to slide in as that 12 team.
12 will go to G5. So
My-
like
Oh,
10
that's
or
valid.
11.
Yeah, that's
My
valid. Yeah, yeah.
justification is my yes if would be if we win both. Well, one of the 2 Tennessee or Clemson
Okay.
games.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we lose both, it's going to be hard. If we win one, it'll be probably 50-50. If we win both, I say we got a good shot.
All right. There you go.
All right, I'll close mine out real quick with the funniest part of. So the NFL came out with their top 100 plays from
Mhm.
last year. Number 92, I think, was Aaron Rodgers running out of the tunnel
Oh, was
in
it?
his first game,
No,
which
it
he got
wasn't.
hurt like
They
si-
got-
like
they
five
were-
5 minutes later.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
It was It was all over Twitter. Funniest
That was
thing.
hype, though. That was.
Oh,
that
it was,
It was a
so.
great video, yeah,
it was
agreed,
awesome.
agreed.
But I mean, it
Wow.
was so funny though because it said number 92, Aaron Rodgers.
not even playing football. Just
Aaron Rodgers premieres as a Jet, and then they showed the clip, and then all the comment sections were like, "Oh yeah, but
But
where's his
That's
ACL or his
kinda rough.
Achilles?"
that's rough.
Lordy.
Oh.
Well, good shit, boys.
There it is, in the jar.
I had to get one.
Took us 55 minutes.
Yep, and that's it for this episode of the HPP podcast. This has been Jacob, Evan, and Spencer. We'll be back soon with another episode.
Adios.
Peace.